Thousand Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. It's your girl Nelly Nell. And this your girl Nay. What it do, boo? That's right. And today I have a glass of Cabernet. What are you drinking?
Water. I didn't have time because I was being rushed.
Whatever. You gotta make time for what you need. Make time. Anyway, so weekend update. So this weekend was our birthday. Like I said, I went to a dinner, then a comedy show, then we went out dancing, and then I had brunch on Sunday with some friends. So just shout out to Alex, Maritza, and Jenny for coming out celebrating my birthday with me. I had a good time. And that was the first time I ever had somebody outside of a family member plan stuff for my birthday. So it was very exciting. So shout out to y'all.
I went to Ghost Bar and it was me and all boys. I was literally the only girl.
Yeah, you text me that, but I hadn't seen it for a long time. I don't know what I was doing, but I hadn't seen it for a while. Your text.
Yeah, which is fine because I don't have a lot of girl friends anyway. So yeah, it was me and a bunch of boys at Ghost Bar. We had a section.
Hookah?
Yeah, we had hookah. They brought over the bottles with the bottle girls with the lights and the sign that said happy birthday. So it was cool. It was a nice vibe. And I got my hair did.
Yeah. Are you still getting used to the baby hairs or what? You like it or no?
I mean, I like my hair. The baby hairs are fine. They're not as dramatic as I've seen her do. What, the side?
Yeah, they are very dramatic to me. But is that the type, because it's a lace? I never had that. Can you take that off at night and put it back on in the morning or no?
It's not a glueless lace. This is glued down, but they do make glueless laces where you can take off like a regular wig. But yeah, I like this hair though. It's I never had I did have deep wave before, but I brought bundles and the closure at the top was not long enough. So my hair looked really bad because it looked really puffy at the top and then not at the bottom. So
and you hated it, and you always was saying my hair don't look like when you and Diane had the deep wave. It doesn't look like that. And I was like, because you bought too short of an inch in the front, so it's puffy all over instead of looking exotic.
Yeah, but this time I bought a wig and I think the whole length was 24. So yeah, I've been receiving a lot of compliments, people asking for the links, people asking for the information to the lady who did it, which I do recommend her because she do a good job, but
it's always a but.
I waited 2.5 hours. I had an appointment at 6 and she didn't get started till 8:25 I had found out that on her IG page she had put walk-ins available today, and I was like, and then she put a time frame and my time was in the middle of that time frame, and I'm like, how? So I'm thinking somebody had just got there right before I did, and since I wasn't there, she took them, and I ended up waiting 2.5 hours. She went very fast. Well, it's supposed to be an hour and a half, and that's pretty much exactly how long it took, an hour and a half for her to do my hair. So yeah, I waited longer than the process to do my hair.
See, she wouldn't have gotten a tip, and everybody that asks who did your hair, I would tell them who did it, but I will also tell them to wait. You're gonna have to wait.
I told the person who asked, I told her it because she specifically asked me how long, and I said it was an hour and a half, but I waited, and I was like, I don't know if she booked two people at the same time, but I waited a while. So that's my disclaimer.
That's crazy. But okay, weekend plan. I think this weekend I'm gonna chill because I did something every day of last weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I fell asleep. I think I texted you yesterday when I fell asleep and thought it was only 2 minutes had passed, but it had been an hour. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My body needed that sleep. And then even then, I when I got up at 8:30, I started watching Luca, the game, and we're gonna talk about the playoffs later. It was such a travesty. I just cut on Dateline. I had already took a shower as soon as I came home, so I knew I didn't have to get up and take a shower. So I put on Dateline and I was falling asleep doing Dateline. So it was like that nap did nothing for me still. So after Dateline went off, I went to sleep fairly early for me. And I had good sleep.
Also, I want to say I found my new nail tag. I absolutely love my birthday nails.
I still got my wedding nails
from Edwina's or Diane's.
This is Diane's. Okay.
I got ombre to different colors on each nail.
It looked good, but it looked like it cost $200 as well.
I thought it was going to, but it didn't. It was $126. But that's with a pedicure, and I got the bath bubble pedicure, so it wasn't just a regular one. It included more of a massage stuff. But anyway, his name, first of all, I didn't know. I just happened to see a design they did at this shop. So it's at a new shop. It's called Tipsy Plantation or Tipsy Salon Bar. And
everything got to be a bar. Go ahead. Like a lip bar, everything.
They do hair.
Okay.
So I saw one of the designs and I messaged them on IG and I was like, I want the exact technician to do this exact design. And so it happened to be this guy named Andy, and he gave me his IG page. So I went on there and it said he used to work at CT Nails on North Lake in Palm Beach. And that's where we used to go because that was the only place that the girl can arch our eyebrows really good.
Yeah.
And I told Mama, and she was like, yeah, she remembered him. He was always booked because he was the only one that did a really good job and that did designs. And Black people like the designs. But so that's my new nail technician. Bye, Venetian.
That's funny. I don't get my nails done like that, so I wouldn't care. But they look really good though. I just wouldn't want to. If somebody else would pay for them for me, I get it. But wait, no, not that length, because remember I can't type. So no, and you can't do that.
Medium long.
You can't do ombre with these.
No, you can't do nothing with them, but a solid color.
Okay. That's a shame. Anyway, let's get into our weekly sports update. Reed Detmers threw a no-hitter versus the Rays, and he is the youngest Angels pitcher to throw a no-hitter in franchise history. So kudos to Reed. WNBA star Brittany Griner detention was extended 30 days after appearing in court, which is not good. So we're going to keep updating you guys on that. But reports then said Russia wants the Merchant of Death in exchange for Brittany Griner. And who is the Merchant of Death? It's this guy named Victor Bout, and he's a notorious convicted arms trafficker, which means he used to take guns to different countries illegally. And he must be in jail here. So they trying to do like a prisoner swap. Brittany ain't got nothing to do with the Merchant of Death. So I don't know how and why they not even on equal playing fields. One person had a vape pen and the other one toted guns across country lines or nations line, whatever. But that's crazy. She in trouble. So, because the moral of that story is she not coming home no time soon. That's the moral of the story. Okay, so Brittany Griner, I mean, at least she big and can defend herself, but I don't know if she coming home anytime soon. So we're gonna keep y'all posted on that. I mean, let's get into our first story. Okay, Pat Beverley versus CP3. So first, I'm gonna play the clip because this is crazy. Okay, hopefully you can hear it. Let me know if you can hear it. Okay.
For example, Luka with the 27 in the first half. Luka can drop 50 on you. Those are the dudes that you lose sleep over.
Man, ain't nobody worried about Chris Paul when he play Phoenix Suns. Nobody in the NBA.
But what did I just say, though?
And I'm just letting you know how NBA players feel.
I believe you, but what I'm saying is...
finesse the game to a point where he gets all the petty calls, all the swipe throughs at the end. I mean, this guy is out, man. We gonna be honest. We want to be really honest.
Yes.
He should have fouled out. The last game, too. You see the replay against Brunson, hit him on the shoulder, hit him in the mouth, ref don't call anything. If that's me, review it. Flagrant 1. If that's him, they don't call it. So let's not get it twisted, man. He should have fouled out. He can't guard. He literally can't guard.
He can't guard.
Yeah.
He can't. Chris Paul can't guard anybody. Is that what you say?
Did you see that? No, he can't. Everyone knows that.
Excuse me. No. I don't know that. I haven't heard anybody tell me that.
Because you haven't suited up. You know, guys don't like to tell you all the truth. You know that. Because they're scared. They're scared what you going to take with it.
No, he's right about that. They will lie. He's honest. They will lie. That is true. He's not lying about that.
CP can't guard nobody, man. Everybody in the NBA know that. Everybody know
that.
You know what you do with cones? Like when in the summertime, you got a cone. You make a move. What does the cone do?
Stay still.
Exactly. He's a cone. Stop playing, man. Everybody knows that. Everyone knows that. It's just y'all don't want to accept it because
I don't accept that. I don't.
Okay, that's what everybody been recently talking about because I guess that show was on today. So he basically said, he also said
basically he ain't surprised.
Yeah, and because the Suns lost really, really bad. And he also said give him some of that Ben Simmons slander and that Paul George slander that everybody is giving them to.
Yeah.
He said he literally can't guard and nobody is scared of him pretty much. So what are your thoughts on that? Because also the NBA world, which is AKA the media, has nicknamed CP3 the point god. Like he's a god in this. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this?
Honestly, I never thought Chris Paul was good. I never thought he was good. So I agree with everything Patrick Beverley said because if I can see it, and I don't even play in the NBA, I've never seen him like go off. Maybe because we stay in Florida and they don't play a lot of their games on TV here. I've never heard of a game where he was like 60 points and all this stuff. They said he's good at assisting and stealing or something like that. But I never heard of a game where he went off. So I never thought he was as good as the hype was. So no, I'm not surprised at all. He probably was still worried about that fan from last week. But since we talking about the Suns, hold on, I want to say something about Booker.
Okay, Devin
Booker. I just seen a meme, it went away, but basically it said Devin Booker managed to get, oh God, I don't know how I say it. Okay, basically Devin Booker managed to dodge the Kardashian curse until the game he needed the most or something like that, until the biggest game of his life or something like that. Kardashian curse strikes again.
But she's a Jenner, but she still included in that.
She's in that. That flop.
Okay, yeah. Chris Paul, he did have one spectacular game last playoff season during their run because I think they went to the championship. They just lost to the Bucks. He did have one really, 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 really good game last playoff season. But I also think Patrick Beverley is known for his trash talking, but I also think he is a little bit salty because the Suns kicked the Clippers out of the playoffs. But that was last year. Like, you still mad, bro? Like, why is you mad? Why are you talking about him?
So you don't think that any part of what he said is true?
I think it is because a little part because he said something about the NBA players say that too, right? Like everybody agrees. So I'm about to read Damian Lillard's tweet towards Pat Beverley, and he added Pat Beverley. He put at Pat Bev 21. What CP do to you? And then he also tweeted, bruh on TV acting like his word law, speaking on private convos and praying on MF's downfall. This weird behavior, shake my head. I ain't got no horse in the race. So he basically said it's true, but you don't need to say it in public.
Correct. Yeah, he basically confirmed it. So I don't know if he helped or hurt CP just in with that because he confirmed what Patrick Beverley was saying. Basically saying those were he's bringing to light these private conversations. So yeah, everybody, and I think everybody also know that he's soft. Like I said last week.
Oh my God,
it's a package deal. Soft and sorry.
Soft and sorry. No. Oh my goodness, no. And because he's like,
think
he's like a nice guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's overhyped because all the people that are really, really hyped up, I've seen them go off. The Jaws, the LeBrons, even though I'm not a fan. Currently. The Lucas, the what's our boy name? The rapper boy, the Dames. See, all these people that have hype around them, they have games
to back it up
with a Z to back it up.
Not a Z.
Not a game.
But yeah, I wonder if I think CP3 is such a class act that he's not going to even respond. But I mean, he's like a nice guy.
No one will believe it anyway. He's not believable.
But I do think it's he's still a little saucy that the Suns kicked him out the playoffs last year in the Western Conference Final. But he need to get over that, sir. You too old to be holding grudges for longer than a minute. Okay. Oh, I do have an ad. Okay. Athletic Greens. Okay. Our partner has a product that people literally use every day. It's by Athletic Greens and it's called AG1. So what is this stuff? With one delicious scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging. All the things, okay? It helped with all the things. I needed to take one today because I needed recovery from this past weekend, okay? So we encourage everybody to visit Athletic Greens. Take it easy. Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1 year supply, people. 1 year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/emerging. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/emerging to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Okay. Visit them, y'all, because we know y'all don't be taking y'all vitamins and stuff. Y'all just be out here praying and that y'all gonna live long, and all y'all do is drink soda and smoke hookah all day. That's not gonna help y'all, okay? So go visit the site. Anyway, our next story deals with another NBA player. So Kim sent me this story. She be on it. She be on it. So NBA star Rajon Rondo allegedly pulled a gun on the mother of his children and threatened to kill her in front of the kids, right? So Ashley, that's her name. I won't say her last name, but Ashley filed for emergency protection order for her son, and her daughter. And this incident occurred on May 11th, which was like 5 days ago. So here it goes. She claims that Rondo was playing video games with his son, okay, quality time, on May 11th, and then she asked their son to separate laundry. I don't know why she would do that while they was playing, but whatever. She says Rajon became enraged and ripped the game console out of the wall in front of the kid. She then claims that he continued the destructive behavior, smashing everything from a teacup to outdoor lights and trash cans. She says she tried to de-escalate the situation. However, Rondo responded by making a death threat, allegedly saying, "You're dead." According to Ashley, Rondo allegedly left the home before returning about 15 minutes later when he allegedly approached a back door and began banging on the window with his gun. In a statement regarding the protection order, she states, "I am extremely fearful for my safety and for the safety of my children. Rajon has a history of volatile, erratic, explosive behavior. He is verbally, emotionally, and financially abusive." What? That means she got an allowance. "He physically hits our sons and call him names like pussy and accuses him of acting like a bitch."
No way.
Rondo verbally assaults our daughter. He calls her names like thought, bitch, and dickhead.
Oh no.
Rondo has made several threats on my life, saying various times that he would shoot me or my car up. Ashley was granted protection for herself, her son, and her daughters. So she was granted the protection order. So what are your thoughts on this?
I hope this is all fabricated. I really do, because you shouldn't be talking to no kids like this. Then wonder why these kids out here turn out like thoughts. And now if his son grow up to be gay, then he gonna wonder why. Yeah, because you used to call him Pussy. No, and if his daughter grew up to be a stripper or a prostitute or an escort or a sugar baby, then it's gonna be because he used to call her thoughts and bees.
Shout out to all the sugar babies. Or if she end up ending up with a guy like him, because girls go with their fathers pretty much or whatever. So my question to you is, should he have a mental evaluation, and should she be given full custody of the kids?
Should Rondo have a mental? He needs something. Yes, for right now, she need to have temporary custody, right? Full custody right now, like temporary 100% custody her until he can show. He need to have visitation, but supervised.
I think his ego is bruised because he ain't in the playoffs. Like if he was in the playoffs, he wouldn't have been there playing with his son, right?
Right.
People go crazy when they got too much time on their hands.
Yeah, that's why Tom Brady unretired. But also, if he did all this to your kids and said all this to your kids, why now did you decide to do this? Because he wouldn't be around my kids talking to my kids like that.
Maybe this was the first time he used a gun or branded a gun or whatever.
But still, if Joe cussed out the kids like that and called them those names, I would have been filed for a protective order.
Not saying that she ain't got money, but if she said he was financially abusive, that means he controlled the finances. She probably can't go. Some women can't leave because where they gonna go?
To their mama. Everybody got a mama or a relative that somebody, you got a friend.
I was gonna say, talking about his friends, like, why is he playing a video game with his son? You don't got no friends, sir? Why are you playing video games at this big age anyway? Unless it was just because your kid, because I can't take a man that play video games. And the thing is, she wanted the kid to separate laundry. My thing is, did you ask the kid before and he just started playing the game? Or I need to know some context, some background. Like, did you and Rondo get in an argument earlier in the day and both of y'all had attitude, so he popped off like this? Because this could be from an earlier argument.
Yeah.
But did you tell the kid to separate the clothes first, but then he went to daddy and daddy said no, let's play the game, stuff like that? Because kids will go to one parent, when they say no, go to the other parent.
Yeah,
that's why you got to say F these kids sometimes, because they be trying to put y'all two against each other. F them kids, y'all each other number one. Okay,
that's how it's supposed to be, but
how it's supposed to be, but that's never how it is, because it seems like moms can't put their kids number two. I don't know why. But remember in college when Bobby Bowden's wife was going for her husband's team and not her son's team, who was on the other team, and we were so confused. You was like, why? That's your son, you should be rooting for your son. But I get it now.
I understand and it is right. But I don't know if I could do that.
You should be able to do it because your partner is supposed to be your number one person. You can't,
especially when the kids are little.
Maybe when they're from like day one to when they 1 year old, but not for forever. Some mamas be acting like they son they man. Like, I don't like that. I don't like it. Anyway, we'll keep y'all posted on this story, because I'm pretty sure he gonna counter this
petition.
This petition or something. He gonna want to see his kid, or maybe he don't care. Maybe he don't want to see his kids. Maybe he gonna be like, okay, I'll just
not
pay child
talking
support
to them like that.
Maybe I'll just pay. He need to be playing. These athletes need to be busy, because I'm telling you, they be going crazy when they not playing their sport of choice. They be going crazy, like the other athlete who was on a quote unquote mental break, but was betting on football games. Sir, you're not supposed to be doing that. Like, maybe football or basketball need to be year round, because clearly they need something to keep them busy. or they gonna end up cussing out the kids and just, you argue with you be mad at something totally different. You argue with the first person that you see. She just was caught she was collateral damage. Anyway, let's get to the playoffs for a minute before we get to our highlight of the week. So yesterday, the Celtics beat the Bucks in Game 7. I'm so happy, but remember, like last week or 2 weeks ago, I was like, my prediction is the Celtics and the Warriors, but I think the Bucks gonna beat the Celtics. But no. Giannis, whatever, Greek freak, even though he Nigerian, whatever y'all want to call him, I call him the Nigerian freak. He was not good. He did not look good yesterday at all in that second half. Like the Bucks killed them with the threes. This role player that I don't even know his name. That's how I know he a role player. Okay, it wasn't Tatum, and it wasn't the Jaylen Brown. He kept shooting and making threes. Did you know? I don't think you saw that.
I didn't see that one. And the Bucks was home, correct?
Celtics were home because Celtics was the higher seed. It was great. It was amazing. If you were a Celtic fan, Luka and the Mavericks murdered, and when I say murdered the Suns in Game 7. At halftime, Luka and the Suns' entire team had the same amount of points.
Yeah, 27.
How you had 27 points in one half? That should be in a quarter, sir.
It should be.
Looking at it like, no, you mean the second quarter about to start, right? Not the third, the second. They should be ashamed of themselves. And they got a lot of flack on Twitter, the Suns. Another basketball player, I forgot what team.
At one point, they was down, 40 or close to 40? Something
probably. I turned it on Dateline because I was like, I'm done. I'd rather watch a murder mystery. But one basketball player was filming the game, and I forgot who he played for, but he was talking in the background. He was like, and all that trash talking, all that is the Suns was talking when we played them. Look at them now. And I was like, dang, they going to get roasted for a while because this was a horrible display of playoff basketball from the Suns. Anyway, so he and the Golden State had already advanced to the conference finals. So it would be the Celtics versus the Heat, which is going to be such a good series. I'm excited. And then it's going to be Golden State versus Luka, which I don't know who I'm going to root for because I like Golden State, but America like Curry and the Splash Brothers. Is it Flash or Splash? I don't know. We like them all.
Flash.
But yeah, that Luka did really good. I was excited. So that brings me to the highlight of the week. It's the Mavericks. So Luka, the whole team. Luka Doncic and Spencer Dinwiddie are the first teammates since Shaq and Kobe to each score 30 plus points in a playoff Game 7. Luka scored 81 combined points in his first 2 career Game 7, which is the most in NBA playoff history. This man is making history. And the final score was 123-90, and the Mavs won, obviously. So this man, y'all can say whatever y'all want about Luka. He overweight, he too young, he this, he that, but that boy scoring and going to the finals, the Western Conference Finals. So y'all can't say much more. So, and he cute with that accent. I like me some Luka. You got a girlfriend? Luka, call me, DM me.
Oh my!
But no, I really like Luka. But yes, that game was out of hand, and I couldn't even watch it anymore. I put it on Dateline. I fell asleep on Dateline. But yeah, I'm very happy, and I'm very excited the Celtics won because I didn't know the Celtics were that good until I watched their first playoff series where they swept the Nets, and I was like, wait a minute, let me pay attention now.
Oh my God.
And they got my attention. Tatum, you light skinned, but you got my attention for a little minute. Anyway, that is our show for this week. Tune in next week. Bye-bye. Bye.
Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at The Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.